Most people that are stuck, they're playing from their lower mind and lower body. There's two ways to play your life. One, you can actually play as the lower mind. You can become a mind slave. A lot of the people that are offline and stuck in the system, they're being a mind slave. They're stuck in this lower part because they're owned by their mind. But what I'm teaching you guys here is we all have an internal operating system, how we function in the world, our lower mind and our body. But we are not our mind. We cannot think our thoughts. The thoughts are coming. So you think about the mind as being an antenna, a receiver of thoughts. Our body, we're not in control of our body. Our body digests itself. The body auto functions itself. So we're not really the mind or the body if you think about it. So understanding that we are this core operating system that's running, we get an identity, we get a personality, we get a label, right? You got a name. My name is Bindesh. I was labeled from birth, and then our operating system actually gets coded in. It's the mind operating system. Okay, that's how your core operating system is actually functioning. Mental body, which is your mental folder and beliefs, emotional programs and responses, and then your energetic field folder. This is your core operating system. So then, if your operating system is just like a computer, if you don't close the applications, if you don't close the background processes, your computer starts to lag. This is how our mind and body starts to lag. We have too many tabs open, too many applications open. So what that tends to happen, you have background processes running in your internal operating system. So you've got unresolved memories, unresolved emotions, unresolved experiences, and later, as this piles on, your operating system starts to lag more and more. That manifests as anxiety, stress, trauma. I actually unblocked a trauma today, first like one from back in the playground when I was in primary school, and this has been the biggest thread, one of the biggest threads for me. So going back and healing all these traumas, right? Because if we don't do all these background processes, if we don't close them, limitations in your life, blockages in your life, then they manifest as disease. Okay, just like an operating system, it's going to crash. You're going to need to reinstall it. But once you get to this stage, right, that's the lowest point, then the only way is up. Things can only get better from here. But when you give yourself the opportunity to get better from here, that's when you take the stage of the mind architect. You understand that you're a higher conscious being. You're not just the mind and body. You're the conscious self. You're the awareness inside of the mind and body. You own your mind. You take full responsibility of your operating system, of your behavior, of your habits, of your patterns, everything in your life. You take full responsibility. Once you take that top spot, that's when your life can change, because you're taking full responsibility. You're not actually playing as the victim in your life. You're playing as architect. When you take the mind architect role outside of this mind and body, you can control everything. And that's what awakening is. That's what the awareness is. That's when we wake up from the system. We understand that we're not this mind. We're not this body. I am the awareness inside of the body. That's what the soul is. You are soul first before mind and body. Soul comes in first. Most people will live like, oh, I am the body having an awareness. I'm moving in my reality. No, the higher perspective is when you flip this, you say, I am the awareness experiencing the body. You are experiencing the emotions. You are experiencing thoughts coming and passing, right? You are the sky and there's clouds going across. You're not the clouds. You are the sky holding the awareness. Okay, so when you flip this, why does this matter practically? You see that when you lock this in, stress loses its grip, thoughts lose their authority, your external situations lose control over you, because you're no longer inside of the experience. You are experience inside of you. You are experiencing body. Awakening is not some spiritual fluff or all that kind of thing. It's a real thing. You just recognize who you actually are. This is just a physical vessel to experience life. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, where the opposite way is people are trying to be human beings and have a spiritual experience. Why? It's because they've forgotten. They're playing from upside down, where it's actually top down.